Cool, everybody happy?
Yeah.
That was, cool.
Yeah.
Good. Luca, thank you for joining us. We're back to winning ways in the league. It must be a great feeling. Can I get your thoughts after that game?
Yeah, obviously it's great to win the game. That's the aim of football. We've had a few results on the bounce where it's not gone our way. The game was a bit back and forth, but I think we managed it well in the second half and did what we needed to do to get the 3 points and to get the rhythm back. So I think that's a good result to take from a strong Accrington side.
Yeah, and obviously the strikers will get a lot of the praise, but you had some big parts to play in the game, a couple of cracking saves. It must be pleasing for you to, have broken your way into the side and, put in some good performances.
Yeah, I mean, I play in goal, so it's my job to try and keep the ball at the goal. Didn't take very long to score, so that was quite disappointing. But no, everyone played their part in today's game. It was a bit of a slug to get the result, but we all played our part.
Yeah, I suppose it's good for you to have that competition. You've obviously had to wait a while to make your league debut for us. It's a really good goalkeeping department that we've got here, isn't it, with yourself, Corey, Rashan and Steve. You all work closely together and it's good to have that competition, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, every day the standard is good. Corey's been playing. I've been disappointed to not be playing, obviously. But each day I come in and do my best. And like today, I've got the opportunity to play and I just do my best and just see what happens, really.
Yeah, and obviously you have a big part to play in this sort of system. Obviously you're receiving the ball a lot more than a goalkeeper perhaps normally would, with lots of passes out from the back. Is that something that you think you thrive on?
Yeah, I'd like to think I've always been comfortable with the ball. So I've been with the squad for a while now, so I know roughly what the ethos is with the ball, without the ball, so I'm comfortable doing it.
Yeah, just obviously going back to the result, it must be a good feeling. Obviously 1-1 at half time. What was the message at half time from Scott, to the players? Because we came back out there and we looked really good in that second half.
I think just acknowledging what the game needed, really. I think that they came on to us well in terms of their press and stuff like that. I think our build-up isn't what it could have been. I think we recognised that we could have gone a little bit longer and put pressure on their back line, which eventually, I can't remember how the goals came about, but I think the penalty came about from that, didn't it?
Yeah.
So I think that worked well, and we managed it well, I think.
Thank you. Hi, Luca. So you referenced it again, early goal. How into your league debut, how hard is it to sort of suddenly switch back on after that? Is it quite hard to sort of that early blow? Or?
Well, letting the goal in at any point is annoying to me and to the team, so obviously immediately is not ideal. I think our record at home is quite strong, so I think that, as you see, we scored 3 goals. I think our scoring rate is good most games. I think we need to just sort of keep it from going from 2 to 3 goals against, which we did. It stayed at 3-1. So in terms of that, I think we did well to keep them out again.
Yeah, and playing in front of the crowd of nearly 3,000 and that were they getting behind you? How much did you enjoy that?
No, it's brilliant. Obviously, I was disappointed they switched the halves. I think
yes,
to begin with, which is kind of strange. But no, towards the end, we can really feel the Crawley fans get behind us. I think that's what drove us to go and get the other 2 goals. Yeah,
and looking at this Crawley squad, how good is it from your point of view? I mean, is that everybody's battling for positions? Obviously, you and Corey are battling for that number 1. There's lots of that throughout all the positions in the squad, isn't there?
Well, I think if you watch all the games that we play in terms of all the cup games, whether that's like the Papa Johns or the league or whatever, the standard is always really high. Like we played Charlton, who League One team, Exeter and someone else, but we played really well in all those games, and most of the time the sides are quite chop and change, but the ethos is the same no matter who plays. So I think it's a great side in that respect.
Yeah, and for you, Scott Lindsay, what has he done for your game, and how is he helping you develop as a player, do you think?
Well, I think he gives every player the confidence to do what they're good at and to play football, really, and everyone wants, including the goalkeepers, like to play football. It's enjoyable first and foremost, and he gives us the confidence to go and do that on the pitch, which not everyone does, and everyone's really enjoying that style of play.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, you're right.
All right.
You got the nod today, but obviously there's good competition between you and Corey. What's your relationship like with him?
Corey and I have got a great relationship. If you were to watch the sessions day in, day out, there's good banter, there's good standards, pushing each other. I think we've got a pretty good group, better than most, I reckon, in the goalkeeping department in terms of standard, and Corey's a great goalkeeper, so I think you can see the way he plays is very good. So the standard in training is very good, and that can only be good for both of us, really.
Thanks very much.
Ben.
Yeah.
Sweet. Luca, as we sort of mentioned, when you were called into action, wasn't too many times, but you made some cracking saves. How much confidence does that sort of fill you as a goalkeeper, especially going into a tough game next week against Barrow?
Yeah, I like to make saves. You know, it's enjoyable to make a save. I made some saves against Notts County, which I was pleased with. So I came into this game with confidence. Obviously, they were on. Not sure they were on top, but they had some pressure coming towards us in the first half. So had to be alert from the first minute or 2 minutes, whatever it was. So yeah, just I try and take each action as it comes and then deal with the next one.
You mentioned how the game was a little bit sluggish, but you still came out on top. How crucial is it? Okay, last few league games, you played really well, but haven't quite got the result. It's good that it went your way today. So how crucial was it that you can just slug or grind out a result?
Yeah, I think if you watch the start of the season, we played, and we still do play, unbelievable football. And sometimes games need different approaches, and this one was one of those games, and we've shown that we can do both sides of the game. You know, we can, when it needs, you know, a sort of ugly-ish way to win, we do it, and we kept them at bay, and we managed to get the 3 goals. We like to score 3 goals and stuff like that. So, you know, we did well in that respect.
Brilliant. Cheers, Luca. Thank you.